Blacky, Blacky, Blacky. You just don't know when to quit and leave well enough alone, do you? First off, I find it funny that you're back on Twitter after I factually proved in the first video I made about you that ISIS was using Twitter to coordinate their terrorist activities. What happened to that declaration of yours that you wouldn't use anything ISIS uses? Could it be that you were just full of shit and only using that to fuel your anti-Sony agenda, just like I said you were? Tell you what, we'll go ahead and let that one slide for now, because that's not what I really want to talk about with this video. Now then, you keep playing this sidestep game when it comes to your supposed military record. For those that don't know, just to clear up any confusion for those that want to give me credit for this, YouTube user TheRedRaven made a series of videos about 9 months ago that completely and totally exposed Blacky's ass regarding his supposed time in the Air Force. I'll link all 3 of those videos in the description so you can see for yourself. Long story short, TheRedRaven, who is an actual veteran and showed his DD-214 in one of the videos linked in the description to prove it, asked Blacky on some kind of Xbox One chat for his Air Force Specialty Code, or AFSC for short, which is an alphanumeric code designation that indicates what your Air Force profession is. It's basically the Air Force equivalent of the Army's Military Occupational Specialty Code, or MOS for short. I should know about this stuff, because after all, I'm a military veteran just like TheRedRaven is. Instead of giving out an alphanumeric code like any legit veteran would, he instead spouts off a job title and supposed unit. Red flag number 1, especially considering that anybody can go on Google and find the code, whether they're a veteran or not. So basically, Blacky not only failed the most basic test that any veteran can easily pass, but with him having access to the internet and all, he basically failed an open book test. So then TheRedRaven asked to see his DD-214, and that's when the sidestepping began. Blacky basically accused him of being a stalker, being a Black Bond fanboy, calling him a weirdo, and all this irrelevant shit used as an attempt at piss-poor deflection rather than just showing the proof and ending the whole entire thing right then and there. Red flag number 2. And now we have Blacky shooting his mouth off again, still claiming he was in the Air Force when all the evidence says otherwise, saying we need to prove he wasn't. Bitch, you're the one that was making yourself look suspect when asked very simple questions about your supposed military service. Not only is the proof of your lies in the videos that I will link in the description, but the burden of providing proof of anything is now on you. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. I've decided to issue a little challenge to Blacky, because I'm all about that action. Roll the footage.
Alright, so first things first, if the quality of this video is bad, I do apologize. I'm using a kind of a crappy Fujifilm Handycam. Also, if I stutter and stammer, I do apologize for that too. I'm going improv on this one. Now, what you're looking at here is both my Class A's and Dress Blues. Let's take a closer look here. Alright, so have our Class A's here. I think that right there indicates deployment. I don't remember. Specialist rank, unit, which is 3rd ID, Fort Stewart, Georgia. There, it's kind of fucked up here. The hook is missing. Let me get this out of the way. I don't know if you can see it right there. Let me see if I can get a better angle here. It's my driver's badge. Specialist rank again. All that good stuff. And then, you know, Class A / dress blue shoes. My patches, U.S. flag, last name, U.S. Army, PFC, Private First Class, E3. Now, if you're wondering, those in the know, why, it's getting dark here, hang on, get the better lighting here. For those in the know in the Army, if you're wondering why this is an E3 PFC and this is a Specialist E4, well, let's just say I came in as an E3, got promoted to E4, left as an E3 again. Because let's just say I had some issues with the higher ups of my unit. They were doing some, questionable shit, and I pretty much told them to go fuck themselves. At the very least, I told my battalion to fuck themselves, and I maybe even told my brigade that as well. But anyways, then we come to my dress blues. My coat is missing. I don't know where it is. I had to dig this out of my garment bag to begin with. Here we have combat ribbons, name. There's my, get this over here. That's my marksmanship badge. I don't know why my driver's badge is not along with this. So, yeah. And now, let's move on to the next item. And here we have DD-214. There we have my name. It kind of looks blurry from here. I don't know if how it's gonna look on YouTube. Component, obviously, for obvious reasons, blocked out my social. PFC, that's what I left as. E3. Blocked out on my date of birth because that is kind of an identifying piece of information. I'm 35, if anybody cares to know. Place of entry, I'm not going to fucking tell you where my home was. Home of record, I'm definitely not going to fucking tell you where that is. Last dude, the only reason I blocked this out is because it has like a kind of code on it. I'm kind of wary of stuff like that. It might be sensitive information, but it does show location, Fort Stewart, Georgia. MOS 92 Foxtrot. I think the 10 also means driver, but because I did go to, I think it was PVOC after my AIT finished. So there's some driving on there as well. Years of service. There's all my awards. Army Commendation Medal, Good Conduct Medal. Interesting, I literally got that right before I got busted down. From Specialist to PFC, rather ironic. Served in Iraq. Yeah, okay. And then... And served in Designated Imminent Danger Pay Area, Iraq. So, yeah. That pretty much says I deployed. Mailing address, I'm definitely not fucking telling you what that is. Nearest relative, I'm definitely fucking not telling you what that is. 6 copies of sent, that's my home state. I'm not gonna fucking tell you where that is. There's a code on there. I'm erring on the side of caution, so I blocked that out. Blocked out this person because it gave their full name. I don't want to, give their privacy away. It was a discharge, honorable. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know the reason why. You don't need to know separation authority, code, reenlistment, all that crap. So, yeah. This is something that Blacky Lebowski will not show. And I was about to say I don't know why, but I think I understand fully why. So, yeah. There you go.
Now I'm going to make this real easy for you, Blacky. Hell, this might even be the excuse you need to open another YouTube account. You have the power to put an end to all this speculation with little to no effort at all. It's really simple. All you have to do is get on camera and show your DD-214 just like I did, blocking out any sensitive info you might feel compromises your identity or be an OPSEC violation. I want this on video, not a still shot, because I don't know if you have the Photoshop experience needed to produce a convincing forgery. You can shut a whole lot of people up so quickly and easy by doing this one simple thing. Hell, you could have shut us all up a long time ago by giving us the correct information to begin with and not perform this ridiculous sidestep routine when asked to show proof of your service. That's how I know you're full of shit and how I know you probably won't step up and answer my challenge. But hell, I could be wrong. You have the ability to prove me and so many other people wrong, Blacky. So why don't you just man the fuck up and do it? Now, normally, I don't give two shits about people forwarding any of my videos to other people, but this case is an exception. I want all those who watch my videos that have a Twitter account to show him this video. I don't have a Twitter account, nor do I want one, because I don't like using social media services that have character limits. Otherwise, I'd do it myself. I also give out my full permission for guys like Black Bond and anybody else that has had issues with this douche nozzle in the past to re-upload this video to your heart's content. Let's make this guy man the fuck up and either prove he is a veteran or admit that he's a lying sack of shit that's guilty of stolen valor. As for you, Blacky, I'll be waiting for your response. Prove me wrong, Blacky. Prove me wrong. The Great Exposer has spoken.